Now this time, we're looking at August the 15th, 2002. It's worth me saying before I go into detail here that I have been in contact with other professionals too, with the Chief Scientific Advisor to the British government and to the Queen, who is head of state in Great Britain, Dr. Zieberman. And his opinion at, just a couple of years ago now, was that if we truly are looking at a deception in southern England, which are showing mathematical connections that are profound to other parts of the world, then we have to accept that we're looking at an international conspiracy that is so unlikely, traversing this number of years, and with this much connectivity with a single message. It's highly unlikely. That's not my wording, that's his wording. And so, at the base now of the second transmitter in Crop Circle Land, which has now evolved and is now moving on, it's coming out of the epicenter. At the base of the second transmitter, called Crabwood, 4 miles west of the Joyce Bowles incident, this message. Now, this is translated by the ASCII code, the computer code, which is running this very device that I'm reading the message from at this very moment in time, in zeros and ones, decoded by Paul Weigay, who is now no longer with us. A very young man who did a tremendous amount of work for this study. His body was washed up on the English Channel suddenly in between a project we were planning to follow up 2 years ago. Now, Paul deciphered this, and it's being since confirmed by other experts. It says, you heard what I read from the airways that broke into the television transmissions. Now we've got, beware the bearers of false gifts and their broken promises, much pain still to come. There's a damaged word just over here, which unfortunately doesn't allow us to see that. It then goes on to say, there is good out there. We oppose deception. Conduit closing. There's like a bell sound. End. Termination of message. Now this came with, as you can see, the face of a being which I think most of us would accept is kind of a Whitley Strieber type, large-eyed E.T. Certainly of that nature. Now, holding the message. I put this in simply because I know the person personally who took that photograph on the left-hand side. We'll come to that, the one on the right-hand side too. But this photograph was taken in the shores just off of the coast of Turkey by Dr. Roger Lear. As many of you will know, Roger, a great guy, I've spent a lot of time with him over the years. When Roger tells me he was in this ship, and I don't mean an easy ship, I mean on the water ship, with others, researchers who had taken him there because for 4 consecutive years, there's tremendous amount of UFO activity going on there. He has this high-quality camera, high definition, and it appears. And what Roger was able to do, I don't have the whole picture, I didn't think there was any particular point, it's on the internet, go onto my website or anybody else's, and he zooms in, and he's gotten, as far as I can see, one of the most authentic, multiple witnessed cases now analysed. The footage has been analysed in several countries as authentic, and I trust Roger. So all of those things says what you're looking at on the left-hand side is officially, as far as I'm concerned, an extraterrestrial. So that's May 15, 2009. Look at the similarity as my only point in the crop marking on the right-hand side.